Guys, all the cars that you see in these videos are for sale on my website, www.woodsandbarclay.com. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, welcome back to the series on the 1985 300D. The car is in my shop. I just finished my inspection on it. Now that I have it back at the shop, it currently has 17,969 miles on it. And today we're going to go out and do a test drive. Now, there were a few things that I found on the car. It has had 7,000 miles put on it since I sold it last year. And I came up with a list of things I wanted to do. I did the shifter bushings. Those are like $3 parts. I found a rubber fuel hose that needed to be replaced, I think it's like a 4-inch hose between the fuel tank and the hard line. I went ahead and changed the front brake calipers because I think the right front brake caliper was starting to get a little sticky. So I went ahead and put brand new ATE calipers on there. I did the sway bar end links, and you can see here in this picture, I went ahead and did the hood pad, put a new hood pad on it. And you can see there's the new hood pad I just finished installing there. So today I'm going to go out and, also did an oil change. But today we're going to go out, we're going to do the test drive. So let me shut the hood, let's go ahead and get on the road. Let's see, we can see the mileage is 17,969. The trip odometer is 8 miles. Our clock reads 12:05. Got a full tank of gas. Let's go ahead and get on the road. All right, and we're off. First thing I want to do is put on the AC because it is still hot here in Georgia. Actually, I'll put it on low. Nice. R12 AC system, still working beautifully. And we're just gonna take it up here to Georgia 400, do the normal test drive route, get it up to speed. And we can see we're slowly coming up to engine temperature. I see the trip odometer is correctly rolling over. The clock is working. Let's put our blinker on here. God, I just love these low mileage cars. They just feel amazing. Yeah, and like I mentioned in all my videos, I always mention the first thing that I noticed. And sometimes these cars, the 300D, the SD, the wagons, the coupes, sometimes the transmissions shift a little firm until they've warmed up. This one is cold, it's been sitting overnight, and it immediately shifts ultra smooth. They modified all the vacuum system in 1985 specifically to make smoother transmission shifting. Now you can make the earlier years, you can make them shift smooth just like the 85, but it just takes some work. Yeah, the R12 AC is working outstanding. Feels great. Yeah, I wish a lot of you guys could experience what it's like to drive an 18,000 mile, well, 17,970 now. We might be under 18,000 mile when I get back. But I wish you guys could experience what one of these cars feels like when it's sorted out correctly and very low mileage. They're just incredible. All right, up this hill we'll go ahead. You can see we're coming up to engine temperature here, and I'll test the transmission kickdown switch to drop down a gear once we get on the hill. That's located under the accelerator pedal. Wow, this engine is so healthy. There we go. I just tested that kickdown pedal. and it correctly dropped us down a gear. You see the RPMs go up. I'm gonna go a little fast through this roundabout to test the suspension, the shocks. Outstanding. Doesn't have any excessive body roll. Yeah, I mean, it feels like an 18,000 mile 300D. All right, we'll go a little fast through these turns here. You know, we're going 60 miles an hour right now, and I'm gonna hit these turns pretty hard to feel the handling. Yeah, it feels incredible. Shocks are excellent. The throttle response on this low mileage engine is remarkable. You know, you can go 500,000 miles on one of these motors, but when they're really low mileage, they're just like 2 seconds faster, and you can definitely feel it. Hopefully we're not going to have any traffic up here, and we can do that 0 to 60 test on 400. There we go. You can see all the odometer, tachometers correctly rolling over. Perfect engine temp, idle RPM, the clock, all of it's working correctly, and I didn't make that light, so I'll be back in a second. While we're at it, we'll go ahead and test the radio. Let's do Rock 100.5. And let's set our fader. All right, let's see if we can do automatic scanning. There we go. Radio works beautifully. All right, let me turn that off. We'll put our antenna back down. AC still feels great. Perfect temp. There's our hot oil pressure right under 2 bar, outstanding. Perfect idle right around 700 or so. And all the cars idle different. This one feels good around 700. Sometimes I adjust the idle. And we're coming up on 12:15. All right, and hopefully there's gonna be no traffic up here on 400, and we can do this 0 to 60 test, and I'm going to catch every red light. Another thing I noticed, the seat is very firm. I mean, it only has 18,000 miles on it. It's not worn out at all. Also, the off-the-line acceleration is very smooth in this car. All right, I think we might be able to get a 0 to 60 here. So I'm gonna slow down here. There we go. Oh man, incredibly healthy engine. Yeah, that's one of the healthiest 617 engines I've ever driven. All of them, you know, when they're under 100,000 miles, all of them are, you know, around 13 seconds, 0 to 60. Even when you get down to like the 18,000 mile or 30,000 mile cars, they're all about the same. This one's extremely healthy. I'm gonna go ahead and test the cruise control. I'm just gonna stay in this lane over here, and we're gonna press up on the cruise control. Okay, excellent. We can see it's holding there at 60 miles an hour. And if I show my foot, there we go. My foot is not on the accelerator. Now I'm going to see if it will accelerate. If I press up, there you go. We're accelerating with the cruise control. And if I let off, it should reset. I'll let off at 70. Okay, perfect. Outstanding. All right, let me disengage that. Let's go ahead and get over here into the fast lane, get this thing up to speed. Guys, this is the perfect cruising speed right here. on these cars. About 3,000 RPM, right there. About, what are we doing, 75. Now we do have the slightly different rear gear in the 85 model, and of course we can go ahead and take it up to, you know, 80, 85. They can run like this all day. They're designed to run at that RPM. Don't let that scare you. You can run like this all the way across the country. AC is on. Engine temp is perfect. I've been driving it hard, so it warmed up a little. Clock is working great. This is an outstanding, fully sorted out 85 300D. Drives amazing. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and check the brakes up here off our exit, and we'll spin around and get back on the interstate. Right off the exit, I'm going to do hard braking. I do not have a car behind me. And I did change those front brake calipers because I felt I think the passenger one might have been dragging just a little bit. So I went ahead and put some new Octane calipers on there and new pads. All right, we're going to try braking. Ready? 3, 2, 1, hard brake. Whoa. Yeah, brakes are amazing. All right, let's go ahead and spin around. Yeah, the best thing about this car is 100% the shifting and the engine power. Having this low a mileage, the engine feels amazing, and the transmission shifts outstanding. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get back on the 400 here. Yeah, smooth as can be. Also, little details on a low mileage car like this. Like this grain on the steering wheel is like, there's absolutely zero wear on it. The seats feel new. You know, everything just feels new compared to higher mileage vehicles. All right, we're gonna do the transmission kickdown switch again. Watch our RPM gauge. There we go. See how it correctly dropped us a gear? And we're going back up to speed. Oops, sorry for the blurriness there. All right, we'll get back out here. Use the kickdown again to pass. Guys, anybody that says these cars are slow has just never driven a good one. These cars you can absolutely drive in modern traffic. I mean, I'm on Georgia 400 right now with a bunch of modern cars, and I mean, like, there's a BMW in front of us. We can easily get over here into the fast lane and just pass all these cars. Like, the 300D, the 617 engine is not slow. You just have to have a healthy car and have it all tuned and running right. All right, let's go ahead, get over here off our exit. All right, yeah, everything is 100% on this vehicle. It drives awesome. If you've never had a chance to drive a 18,000 mile 300D, wow, pretty amazing. This is a once in a lifetime kind of thing. It's kind of cool that I found this car. Now I'm getting to have it back at the shop again. But anyway, of course, it passes the test drive with flying colors. So now I'm going to go ahead, head back to my shop, and stay tuned. I think I have a detailing video coming out, and another updated final walk around video. And hope you enjoyed this. We'll see you in the next video. There you go, guys. I've been driving the car hard. Look how stable our engine temp is there. Everything is working perfect. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the test drive.